Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Music Marketing TV. I'm Dan D, and thanks for tuning in to Making Beats. In this episode, I'm going to show you guys structure. I'm going to show you guys a whole bunch of tips and tricks to build a song, different types of lengths, what they're good for, how long things should be, and yeah, let's get on with it. If you haven't checked out the previous video, make sure you roll back and watch it, because you'll learn about all the different types of instruments that make up this song. Alright, so first thing, intro. Most songs have intros. Almost, like I'd say 90% of songs out there have some sort of intro, whether it be really quick, even as quick as saying a few words and then bang right into the verse. And yeah, it also depends on what kind of song or kind of music you're making, but for most cases there's an intro. And with hip hop, R&B, urban music, intros tend to be within 4 to 8 to 12 to 16 bars. And this intro of mine is 8 bars, so the length of a typical chorus. And yeah, if you're doing something that's more along the lines of a single, something more popular that's going to get on the radio, DJs like to have 8 or 16 bars of an intro or sections, so that they can mix things with other songs, because I guess that's some sort of industry standard, or something that's very popular from other producers and other artists that have their songs about that length. So 8 bars, typical chorus. Starting off with kick clap and my cool reverb synthesizer, along with the main chords of my Moonlight EP, and then you have a little bit of a clap to transition into the next part. So that clap is also within a drop, and yeah, there's nothing in that drop besides the clap, right? And yeah, so now we go into the verse, which is 16 bars. This song was meant for a rapper to be on, and I guess as their main track. So yeah, 16 bars is your typical rap or hip hop length for a verse. And we're gonna do a little bit of a progression here, but not too much. So it's like a very minimal intro, a little bit of effects there, chords and whatnot, right? Hit it on with some hi-hats and let that ride for a whole bit. Add a clap every 8 bars, so I guess the rapper can understand the verse. It's very typical. Drop it out, go into the you can go many different ways here. You can go pre-chorus and then chorus, or you can go chorus and then hook. Yeah, and you know what, I know a lot of people mix up chorus and hook, and I can tell you one thing, they're not the same. Chorus is a chorus, has a lot of main things in there that make up the song, that is the reason of the song. And a hook is something that hooks you in, usually a repetition of one word or 2 words or a sentence, and it's really catchy, right? So what you have here is the pre-chorus or chorus. I'm not sure what I want to do with the artist I'm working with yet, but we can leave that open in the air. So all I have in here is some effects, tied to some delays, so that sweeping effect lasts a little bit longer than it should. Got my my snaps and deep snares, right? And yeah, really basic stuff. I got my guitar chords in here that are pretty much doing the main feel of the track. It's very I would say shallow, because it's not a hollow kind of sound. It's a very shallow section, right? If I play the whole thing, it's very shallow. It's not deep. It's not very full in frequency, right? And yeah, just using the 808 open hi-hat to really put the rhythm in there. It's pretty basic though. So then we end with the drop. Cool. Nothing really crazy with this track yet. I mean, as soon as I get the vocals in, things are going to be a lot different, but we need a foundation first. Going into the hook or the chorus, got my snares in there. Actually, every element is in there. Kick, clap, hi-hat, snare, all the chords. Got some effects here. This one's a different one. I like to use different sound effects for every section, or at least different effects for different sections. Like, you know, if I have my verses, I have this one effect. If I have my choruses, they're this one effect. So this is the sound effect I'm using for the hook or the pre-chorus, the hook or the chorus. Right, so it's pretty simple. Lots of delay, lots of feedback, and I have a large drop here. Go into the verse. Now the verse is the same length as the first one, and it's 16 bars. My chorus, this section right here, the undetermined section, is 8 bars. The other one is 8 bars, which make up 16, right? So everything adds up, right? So 16, 16, 16 kind of thing going on. And it's not, my verse is not really different from the other one. It hits in really hard with the snares, right? And that's pretty much it, right? Like, it goes back into the hi-hats next. I did take out some of the synthesizers in there, like the main one comes in for the last half, right? And yeah, the chorus or the next two sections are pretty much the same, and then it rides out with just the chords, right? So what I'm trying to say in this episode is that most of the math adds up to 16. So my intro and my outro add up to 16. My verse is a 16. My pre-chorus and chorus, or whatever these two are, whatever I want to do with them, make up 16, and so forth. So if you can get a track to add up correctly, you know, even numbers or whatever, then you have a really great track to be a single for DJs to mix in properly. They don't have to really stress about their counts, right, and their math. So that's the kind of trick to getting you know, a single out there. But I mean, that's not the main thing. You gotta have talent, you gotta have something really good, as in material. But yeah, this was one thing that might help, right? So that's it for this episode. Hopefully in the future I can get some vocals in here from, well, I'm thinking Top Hustle Entertainment in California. A bunch of friends of mine. I make a lot of beats for them, and we're trying to come up with some new stuff for them. So hopefully I can get that on here, show you guys a little sneak peek, and yeah, show you guys the mix, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm Dan D from Music Marketing TV, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.